Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new series that just got released today called Arknights Animation Prelude to Dawn, or Arknights黎明前奏. Anyways, this first episode right here was actually not too bad, although I expected to see something a little bit better, but for the time being, I'll take what I can get, So if anything else, as a fellow Arknights player, let's talk about it. We have to it that we see a girl named Amiya or something like that is trying to wake up the doctor, and apparently the doctor right now throughout this episode shows that this person is amnesic or has amnesia, which really sucks right now, and it's really bad news for all of them because right now what I can get out of it, or what anyone can get out of it, is that the doctor is an important person to this company called Rhodes Island. Not to mention, he is the person that is a commander and knows what he's doing. Pretty much, he's like a tactician, He puts people or has operators do this and that he puts them in phases, which I thought it was pretty cool, which was later on shown throughout this episode. However, they run into a group called the Reunion Movement, which apparently is a very hostile group that, is very violent. They started off with protesting. However, they decide to show the true colors in terms of, action violence, But putting those two companies aside, Rhodes Island and Reunion Movement, Reunion Movement is not a company, if anything. They're just a group of people, that kind of thing. But let's get to the simple recap. We have to that the Amiya and a couple operators pick up the doctor and they're trying to escape. However, they get cornered by a couple Reunion members and that they were going to get violent with them or possibly kill them. Doberman shows up and manages to save them right in the moment of time, and we have to it that's when they realize that Doctor has amnesia and that they're in major trouble, because without their commander or someone to give them instructions or commands, it's only going to get things worse. And like I said, the Doctor is a powerful commander, not to mention his sense of his sensitivity, or in terms of precautionary measures and knowing his surroundings is very, very strong. Well, sorry if I say he. We don't really know if this person is a male or a female, Well, it's not really confirmed yet, especially in the Arknights game, Well, even if it was someone hinted at, it's not really giving a lot of info, But that aside, we have to it that eventually one of our friends, Ace, will later on show up and manages to save Doberman, Amiya, and the group from certain ambush, which really sucks because one of the operators gotten hurt, and this guy is named Ace. Ace comes in, manages to save them, and they end up taking shelter at a ruined building for the time being, etc. Which I thought it was really cool to see in action. Compared to the games, we always have control in terms of our operators, but yeah, that aside, we have to it that the Rhodes Island members and everyone else is about to get ready to try to escape. However, Amiya sees a mother and a child about to run into the Reunion Movement and that they're going to be killed. We have to it, Doberman tells Amiya, you have to understand you're a leader here. You gotta prioritize who's important and who's not. We don't have time for this, because right now we face the freaking 20 members of the Reunion right now will die. However, the Doctor says otherwise, and he ends up giving this tab, or should I say tablet, phone, whatsoever, to look into situations and learn how to plan things out. Pretty much, I guess that's his ace in the hole to figure out where's the enemy, what to do, how to attack them. And guess what? That's what he did. He goes into phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, which I thought it was pretty creative right there. And they managed to save the mother and the child, Although, it's all thanks to the Doctor's, commanding orders, that kind of thing. Sorry for being a little stuttering and finding the words, because it's really difficult now and then. Forgive me. But that aside, after they rescue the mother and child, the mother actually is very hostile with the group despite them saving her and her child, because they're infected. And this really sucks really badly because this is where one of the main plot points, or should I say main plot points and objectives in Arknights come into fruition, infected and oropathy. Oropathy is known to be an incurable disease, and it's very dangerous and it's very fatal. Because of Ursus, the kingdom, or country, whatever you want to call them, they're the ones that made it psychologically fearful, made it psychologically to be afraid of, Oropathy is known to be an infectious disease that would turn your body into dust eventually, which really sucks, Not to mention, the reunion is formed because of oropathy, and that they want to, fight back with violence that ostracize them or freaking condemn them or discriminate them and physically hurt them, And it really, really sucks because, like I said, and repeating myself again, oropathy is one of the main plot points of of Arknights. Not to mention, the goal of that is to find a cure for it. So far, there has now been there is no cure so far, which really sucks right now, and that's the reason why there's such there's a lot of violence and a lot of troubles of what's to come or what's happening, which is very understandable. But right now, the doctor, who is the Rhodes Island, and the commander is the guy who's been trying to search, is the person that's trying to look for to cure oropathy. The moment that they cure oropathy and find a cure for it is the moment that everything of hatred and all this cycle of hatred and all that could really end. However, since the doctor's amnesic or has amnesia, he's gonna have a hard time. He's gonna really have a hard time, And right now they have to escape the place they're at right now because a catastrophe is gonna happen in 3 hours. And right now, the doctor and Amia have a small talk with each other, and they continue their journey of what's to come, etc. So overall, in this first episode, it's not too bad as an Arknights player. I'm pretty sure all those who are just anime onlys, you'll be very confused of what's going on here. All I can really tell you is that Rhodes Island and the Reunion movement are pretty much two important factions. The Doctor and Amia are part of Rhodes Island, and so does many other operators. However, Reunion is being very violent with their cause and because of oropathy. Oropathy and infected are pretty much the same category. If they call you infected, that means you have oropathy. And oropathy, like I said, is incurable right now, and it's causing a lot of chaos and commotion because this infectious disease of oropathy is very dangerous. It could really kill you, and we don't really know if it's contagious or not. That could spread person to person through body contact. There's no evidence on that so far yet, but whatever the case may be, is that all I can really tell you right now, and repeating myself again, that oropathy is one of the plot points or main objectives of Arknights in the game and now in the anime. They're trying to find a cure for it, but there's no no result or no cure for it to fight against this deadly disease, and that's why people discriminate and hate people whoever has this kind of disease or who has infected, with oropathy. So, yeah, I know it's confusing and it gets a little off-putting, but all I can really tell you right now in this first episode is that, the doctor wakes up, Rhodes Island members and operators, meet up despite having some troubles, and they end up having to, save a mother and a child, and then we get to know, why they became hostile, or should I say, why the mother became hostile towards the Rhodes Island members because of that, despite them saving those two, etc. Anyways, looking forward to next episode. Sorry for being very, very confusing, especially when I'm trying to explain what the objectives and plot points are in Arknights, even though I suck at it very badly, but yeah, looking forward to next episode. So until then, people, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Ta-ta!